In a new documentary that will be produced by Martin Scorsese and directed by David Tedeschi, the Beatles' voyage to the United States in 1964 will be chronicled. It is scheduled to be released on Disney Plus on November 29th and will be titled Beatles 64. The film will include video that has never been seen before of the band and its legions of young admirers during the height of Beatlemania. The two Beatles members who are still alive, Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr, are also featured in the new interviews. In the documentary, McCartney, John Lennon, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr are seen arriving in New York City in February 1964 and establishing themselves as the most successful band in the world. After making their debut on The Ed Sullivan Show in front of more than 73 million viewers, Beatles' 64 promises to present a more intimate, behind-the-scenes story of the Fab Four. At the time, The Ed Sullivan Show was the most viewed television event in the history of television. For the film Beatles 64, rare footage was captured by documentarians Albert and David Maysles, and Park Road Post in New Zealand was responsible for restoring it in 4K technology. In addition to Scorsese, others such as Margaret Bod, Paul McCartney, Starr, Olivia Harrison, Sean Ono Lennon, Jonathan Clyde, and Michaela Beardsley are producing the film. Jeff Jones and Rick Yorn are serving as executive producers. Scorsese has previously gone into the territory of the Beatles. In the year 2011, he was the director of the documentary titled George Harrison Living in the Material World, which was about the life of the musician from Liverpool and his voyages to India. Documentaries about Bob Dylan and the band have also been directed by Scorsese. A vinyl collection titled The Beatles 1964 U.S. Albums in Mono will be released on November 22nd, 1 week prior to the release of Beatles 64. This collection will include 7 American Beatles albums. Meet the Beatles. The Beatles' second album, A Hard Day's Night, Something New. The Beatles Story, Beatles 65, and the early Beatles are some of the albums that are included in the boxed set. None of these albums have been available for vinyl purchase since 1995.